Okay, now I'm standing here over close by what we call the oak tree, and it's a sort of a big tree that's fronts on Hill Street. Right there you can see the cars going by. That's I-240, and I'll shut up here for a minute. You'll see that I'm probably only 60 yards from the road, and you'll see here there's not much road noise. I'm just going to shut up. So now I'm panning over here. We're looking at the back side of those houses. There's that parish house I mentioned. That's a Mr. Parish, by the way, not parish like in a church. There back is the Indigo Hotel. Over there is the Chamber of Commerce, and pretty much all the land between there and here is part of our 20 acres. And so we're looking back. I don't know if you can see through the trees. Those are some of the houses. There's a ravine between here and there, but those houses are on the other side of the ravine, and they may look close just because I'm zooming in on them. But so I am now standing almost on the basically southwestern corner of the property. I'm over close. There's probably, I don't know, quarter of them, I don't know, 400 yards over to the school. That's the Isaac Dixon School. And so I'm sure these pictures aren't doing the project justice, but I really just want to give you a sense of, where we are and sort of what's involved in the project. I'm going to go down here now. I apologize for the shaking, but just want you to get again a little more feel for the scope of it and how it looks. And I'm walking now back towards there's a big flat part in the project. Right here is where the apartment building would have been. I'm probably standing in the middle of where the apartment building that we had designed for the HUD project would have been, and the back end of it would have been down there close to where that big rock is. But this is a nice big flat area, and right behind where that grassy area is, that falls off towards the ravine. So this whole area would have been where the apartment building would have been. And I'll come see if I can get through these weeds, and we'll get a sense. And this has all been, the borings, the drillings have been done, vapor analysis have been done, traffic studies. This goes back, the property falls off into a low area and then gets flat over there towards Gudger Street, and on the other side of Gudger Street, which is pretty far from here, goes up to the back of that school that I showed you before. So I'm now still walking through where the apartment building could have been, and over here, still off to the west, is the school, and a really nice flat, very buildable all along there. And so that pretty much gives you a good sense. There's the house of Mr. Richard Henderson, who I just showed you, and as this is not part of what we've always called the 20 acres, and that 20 acres, by the way, would have included a couple of acres that we would have reclaimed pursuant to road closings. But I think it's very telling and maybe fortuitous that he's willing to sell that property to us, and I think it would be a really big enhancement to the project. He says he wants $400,000 for that, and I just discussed it with my partner Vince, and Vince thinks that's probably, compared to what we had discussed with him in the past, a very fair price for that parcel. So that's it. If anybody has any questions, give me a call. George Gabler, cell phone 828-230-0546. And I hope this has been at least a little bit helpful.